the cold breezes has invaded the Waverly-Shell Rock area. It's only early November and temperatures already in the teens. Makes you want to take a vacation to some South Pacific island. Well, you can next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, November 15th, 16th, and 17th, as the Waverly-Shell Rock High School Drama Department will put on Rogers and Hammerstein's South Pacific. Let's talk to a couple of the lead actors, as well as director Allison Rasmussen. How do you feel about the way the rehearsals have been going for this production of South Pacific?
Everything's been going great. Absolutely normal. We were really blessed at the beginning that we could kind of take it a little slower and really get into the characters and really get into the music. And as we've progressed, it's just been exactly what it's supposed to be doing. We're just peaking at the exact right time, so we're really excited for an audience.
It has been so much fun. This has been like a dream role of mine. I get to play a spunky nurse, and the entire cast is amazing. And it's so much fun to play a classic musical, because then we get the full pit and we get everybody on stage, and it's just such an amazing musical.
Have you ever watched the film from the 1950s and 60s?
Last year, when they announced the musical, the first thing that we did in choir was Mr. Wessel had us watch the movie, so that was really cool.
Good. It's a little bit more of a more serious musical than we've done before. I think our cast is going to do a great job with it, and I think it'll be a good time.
All right. Now, so what's it like to be playing Emile?
It's a lot of pressure, because the lead and a lot of the eyes are on me a lot of time, but I got a lot of great supporting characters and a lot of great help, so
seen the film. What do you think these kids have basically have interpreted the story?
We really hit the racism hard right out of the chute, and we had a huge cast discussion about what it is like to be prejudiced against, and a handful of our students have had experiences where they've been bullied because of their ethnicity or their sexuality, and we talked about that. And so I think that there's been a really great just feeling and understanding of the script and the story, because we were able to shine a light on how, though that was back in World War II, how it's still prevalent today, but how we can overcome that together.
So how do you think that South Pacific would be applicable to today's day and age?
There's lots of lessons that can go with that. The one that I always talked about with the students first is you have to be carefully taught. And that's part of the reason I loved doing the show, because we were able to have the conversations and actually teach our kids about being more open-minded and understanding, and actually being a family as a cast and knowing what that feels like.
These last 3 years, you go from a classic musical in The Music Man 2 years ago. Last year, you do an adaptation of a modern Disney TV movie in High School Musical. Now you go back to classics with Rogers and Hammerstein. What do you think about the depth and breadth of the WSR drama?
We are blessed with hardworking kids and dedicated adults that make sure that our kids have the best experiences, and we are definitely a learning program. It is more about getting kids understanding and growth as an actor and as a singer than it is necessarily about putting on a stellar performance. But we're so blessed that we have hardworking kids and talented kids that also can put on a great performance as well as they've learned. So we're just... I love that we are a welcoming program who takes every kid who auditions, as well as we're not afraid to tackle any subject matter or any content.
Yeah, drama.
I think it's definitely amazing because it shows the different ranges of acting that people can do, and I think Mr. Wessel and Mrs. Rasmussen's kind of idea is that they want to go back and forth between a classic and a modern musical, just because then it gives all of the the kids, it gives us all the experience of getting to play the high school kids, and then getting to play the Navy characters, and it's so much fun.
It says a lot that we can do something light and fun, and then next year turn around and do something super serious and to be taken seriously, and it just says loads about the cast and the crew that we have.
It seems like winter out there right now.
Right now.
I mean, it's only like the first week in November. We're already in the teens. It feels like January. Do you think that maybe people can think of this as a mini vacation to someplace warm?
Well, we hope when the curtain opens and there's sand on the stage and there's palm trees and you see all of the native island girls in leis and grass skirts, hopefully it will bring up warmer temperatures inside.
All right, so there you have it. The students are ready to go to put on this production of Rogers and Hammerstein's South Pacific on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. here in the Radio Auditorium. For the Waverly Newspapers, this is Eric VanSickle reporting.